Welcome back, YouTube. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and I've got a little bit of bad news this week, unfortunately. I was hoping to have a new unboxing video to show you some new items, but this past week I sprained my ankle pretty bad, and I haven't been able to get out and about as much as I would like to be able to have something new to show you. Now, I'm hoping to have an unboxing video for next week, but for this week what I'm going to do is take it a little bit easier, give myself time to rest, and what I can do, though, is discuss some of the information that's been presented regarding the new upcoming expansion set, Roaring Skies, for the TCG. Some information has been shown on Pokémon.com, and we can just go over that and talk a little bit about that. So the new expansion, Roaring Skies, is set to release on May 6th of this year. It's going to include more than 100 new cards, and if you go to Pokémon.com, you can read up all about it. I'm just going to go over the highlights here. It says there's going to be 4 new Mega Pokemon, one of which we know to be Rayquaza, and it also mentions Mega Latios, and it's also going to include 7 other new EX Pokemon, so that'll be interesting. There's also a new item card coming out in this set they mentioned called Mega Turbo, which I believe says you can attach a basic energy from the discard pile to one of your Mega Pokemon using that item, which is good because some Mega Pokemon end up losing energy cards when they use their big attacks. And Dragon types are getting a bit of a boost in this set here with the Double Dragon Energy card. No, we're not talking the NES game. Double Dragon Energy provides 2 energy of any color you need as long as it's attached to a Dragon Pokemon. Now, that's really useful because many Dragon types require 2 different kinds of energy, such as Rayquaza requires fire and lightning energy. So a Double Dragon Energy card provides 1 fire, 1 lightning, or 2 fires, or however you need it to provide energies. So the new set is going to include 17 trainer cards, it says, with 2 rare ultra cards, and the special energy card, which is the Double Dragon Energy. And it'll also include 2 theme decks, and I'm hoping to pick those up the day they come out so we can have a little video discussion about those. And you'll see with Mega Rayquaza-EX, it includes the ancient traits like the previous set has, but this one includes a new trait we haven't seen called Delta Wild, which kind of represents its dragon-type immunities from the video game. It's very fine print, but it says any of your opponent's grass, fire, water, or lightning Pokemon damage is reduced by 20 when it attacks Mega Rayquaza. So that's actually pretty interesting. It's interesting that in the video game, Ice-type Pokemon are represented as Water-type in the card game. Now, Mega Rayquaza, being a flying and dragon type, is supposed to be double weak to ice. Yet since they don't have ice in the card game, they represent it by water. So despite the fact Mega Rayquaza is supposed to be super weak to ice, it doesn't have that weakness in the card game, so that's interesting. So the only other card we have an English printing of thus far is Altaria, which is the evolution of Swablu. And in the video game, Altaria is a dragon and flying Pokemon, yet in the card game it's classified as colorless. And that confused me at first because in the Japanese release, called Emerald Break, I believe, the Rayquaza and Mega Rayquaza were both colorless Pokemon, which I didn't understand because, everyone knows that they're dragons. However, I realized that with Pokemon like Pidgeot and Fearow, which are colorless in the card game, colorless also represents flying type. So, whereas normally you might expect Altaria to be a dragon-type card, technically it could also be colorless because it's part flying. And as you can see, the ability Clear Humming provides each of your colorless Pokemon with no weakness, which isn't too bad. Many colorless are either weak to lightning, if they're a flying Pokemon, or fighting if they're just a normal type. For those of you that are interested, now they are having pre-release tournaments that you can go to Pokemon.com and read up more about. Essentially, it's a chance to play with some of the new cards from the set before they're officially released, and you have a chance to win prizes, and it's all individually based on leagues around where you live. So, if you go onto Pokemon.com, you can take a look at their, I believe it's a league locator tool, see if there's any leagues in the area where you live. If so, go check it out, maybe play some games, possibly win some prizes, and generally just have fun. So as more cards are released from the upcoming set, I can do a little bit of a brief look over of them, as they're released, and maybe come up with some strategy ideas before the cards officially come out. So thanks for checking out this video. Sorry it's a much shorter one than usual, but I'm hoping to have some more content, some better content at least, to provide to you next week. Alright, we'll catch you later.